Good morning, dear students. We are going to discuss about CA Foundation class. CA Foundation class, paper 1, Fundamental of Accounting. In Fundamental of Accounting, we are going to do the chapter Bank Reconciliation Statement today. Bank Reconciliation Statement is a very important chapter. If you will see, this is an important chapter from examination point of view because you will get good number of questions out of it. Second, it will be beneficial for your practical field because when you will become a chartered accountant or even you are going for articleship, you will see that bank reconciliation statement, in short form it is called BRS, is applicable everywhere. So its applicability is due to the reason of banking. You know it very well that in business now everything goes with bank. Without bank you can't do the business. You're going to get yourself registered with GST department. Even then you need bank account number with you. They says go and get your current account opened into a bank and then come to us. It means for bank is so important that you can't proceed in any business without this. Now why it's important, you know it very well that whenever you are interested to do the business, you will have to make various receipts from all over the world, or you have to make various payments in all over the world. Then all receipts and payments are routed through bank. To route your transactions through bank, you will have to go into the bank and get your account opened. For a business, you will have to open a current account. For your personal savings, you will have to open a saving account. For your fixed or term payments, you are interested to get your payments saved for 1 year or 2 years or a few days, whatever it is, you are interested to keep it secured, then you will have to go and get a term deposit account from the bank. If you are interested to make regular payment into the bank and not interested to withdraw for a certain period of time, then you will have to go and get a recurring deposit account into the bank. So there are various types of accounts which can be opened into the bank. Main is 4 types of accounts which you can go and get opened into the bank. I am going to discuss with you only the current account in future because for a business you will have to open a current account only. In current account we are adding a CC, cash credit account also, because that is also similar to that. Now what is the difference, we will discuss it later on. Now you have opened a bank account. You means an account holder. Whomsoever opens his account into a bank is called an account holder. Now account holder has opened an account into the bank. Obviously they will, bank and that account holder will make various transactions with each other. Bank will deposit cash into the bank. Account holder will deposit cash into the bank. Account holder will withdraw cash from the bank. Account holder receive payments from various customers in his bank account. Account holder make various payments through his bank account. Now when account holder do such type of transactions with the bank, such good number of transactions, then these transactions are obviously recorded by bank somewhere. As you are recording your transaction into the journal, in the same manner bank is recording these books, these transactions into his book, and that book is given as a supplementary copy to you, that is called passbook. Now you have a passbook with you whenever you will open an account into the bank. If bank is not giving passbook nowadays, then you may get bank statement from them. Now in the same way, account holder also make recording of these transactions into his books, and that is called bank book, or even we may call it, in traditional words we are calling it bank column of cash book. So whatever transactions are made between these two, bank and account holder, what happens? Those transactions must be same. whatever amount is deposited by a person into the bank, that must be received by bank. Whatever amount is paid by bank, that must be recorded by the customer, by the account holder in his books. Now it means for balance as per passbook and the balance as per bank book must be same. There must not be any difference between these two balances, because bank is a debtor for an account holder and an account holder is a creditor for bank. So debtor and creditors internal balance must be same, their balance must be same, na equal balance must be there. But it doesn't happen due to certain reasons which we will discuss. Their balances are normally not same on a specific date, because we are going to check a balance on 31st of March. Now there are various reasons that the balances are not equal in passbook and bank book. Now what are the reasons for that? What are the reasons for that? Why the balance as per passbook is not same, not equal to the balance as per bank book or bank column of cash book? Why? The reason must be simple, that any transaction, any recording is made in bank book by the account holder, but that recording is not made by bank in his books of accounts. Now obviously this may happen, but why this will happen, that we will discuss. And the vice versa will also be there. There may be a chance that bank has recorded a transaction into his books of accounts, but an account holder has not recorded that transaction into his books of accounts. Means a transaction is made between bank and account holder, but that transaction is not recorded by one of the two parties, or a transaction is not made between these two, but wrongly it has been entered by someone, one of these two. Then the difference will appear. Is that clear now? Now in this case, bank reconciliation statement will come into the picture. Bank reconciliation statement. Reconciliation meant for to make it, find the difference and tally it. Reconcile karna. We will have to reconcile that. We will have to find out the variances, find out the differences, and then we have to tally it. So that reconciliation statement with bank is called bank reconciliation statement. Now step 1 is very simple. You will have to find out the differences between both of these, that is your passbook and your bank column of cash book or bank book, whatever name you may say, on a specific date. On a specific date, we are going to fix up date first, that on this date the balances must be same, or if there is a difference we will have to find the difference. For that sake, what you will do, you will have to do one thing. You have to go and get your passbook updated from the bank, and then you have to check that your bank book is also updated, and then tally both of them and find out the variances, find out the differences. Step 2, you will have to make efforts to reconcile those differences. You have to assume that if this difference was not there, then whether the balance will tally. So I'll train you for that. I'll give you the examples for that. I'll let you do the questions for the same. You will understand in a very easy manner, because this is a very simple thing. Bank reconciliation statement is the simplest chapter, but it is a knowledgeable chapter. There are two methods of reconciliation. First is you may go and get prepared bank reconciliation statement only. You will have to find out the differences, find out the variances, and just assume if these differences are not there, then what will be the balances. So if these differences are not there, then the balance must tally. So if balance tallies, then those differences are known to us and we will have to find the solution of those. Second method is find the solution of those. Find out the differences, and then those differences are divided into two parts. One is those which are errors, which are due to the reason of time gap, and second is those which are to be entered in cash book, means bank column of cash book, but not entered due to the reason of lack of knowledge, lack of communication. So what we will do, we will enter those transactions into our cash book and make a amended cash book, and then with the balance of that amended cash book we will prepare bank reconciliation statement by assuming if the remaining differences of timing gap or errors were not there, then the balance will tally or not. If the balance will tally with that, it's okay, it's sufficient. So there are two methods. One is prepare only bank reconciliation statement, and the second one is you will have to go for amended cash book and then prepare BRS, bank reconciliation statement. समझ लगा? Is that clear? Now let's understand one important thing. We know there are two parties, one is account holder, second one is bank. Now whatever transaction is debited by account holder in his books of accounts, that will be credited by bank in his books of accounts. You know that account holder is a creditor for bank and bank is a debtor for account holder. So due to that reason, entries will go reverse. When account holder will debit bank in his books of accounts, then bank will credit account holder in his books of accounts, and the vice versa. Means if account holder credits bank in his books of accounts, then bank will debit him in his books of accounts. So this can be understood by an example which we will take later on. Now we'll discuss about the reason of differences in detail. Now रीजन ऑफ डिफरेंसेस क्या हो सकते हैं, ये गलतियां क्यों होती हैं और ये डिफरेंसेस क्या होते हैं, हमें समझना है. इसके लिए सबसे पहले यू विल हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस थिंग दैट देयर आर अ टाइम ऑफ प्रेपरेशन ऑफ बीआरएस. बीआरएस बनाने का एक टाइम होता है. बीआरएस कब बनाई जाती है, उन्हें स्पेसिफिक डेट, एक स्पेसिफिक डेट को बनाई जाती है. और वो स्पेसिफिक डेट क्या होती है, दैट स्पेसिफिक डेट इज अ पर्टिकुलर डे ऑन विच यू आर इंटरेस्टेड टू मैच योर बैंक बैलेंस विद योर बैलेंस इन योर बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट्स. जिस दिन आप अपना बैलेंस को मिला के चेक करना चाहते हो, जिस दिन आपका मन बन जाता है कि हमने अपना दोनों को मिला के चेक करना है. सो एज्यूम इट इज ऑन 31st ऑफ मार्च. 31 मार्च को हम लोग ये सोचते हैं कि हमें अपने अकाउंट्स के बैलेंसेस को मिलाना, बिकॉज यू नो इट वेरी वेल दैट अकाउंट्स आर फाइनलाइज ऑन 31st ऑफ मार्च ऑफ एवरी ईयर. हर साल 31 मार्च को हम लोग अपने अकाउंट्स को क्लोज करते हैं. सो ड्यू टू दैट रीजन अब 31st मार्च को आपका बैलेंस जो बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट्स में है और जो बैलेंस बैंक में है दैट मस्ट टैली, वो टैली होना चाहिए. इसमें फर्स्ट पॉइंट है चेक इशूड बट नॉट येट प्रेजेंटेड फॉर पेमेंट. चेक इशू कर दिया गया बट वो पेमेंट के लिए प्रेजेंट नहीं हुआ. नाउ वी विल सी ऑन ए स्पेसिफिक डेट दैट इज ऑन 31st ऑफ मार्च वी हैव इशूड वेरियस चेक्स एंड दीज चेक्स आर issued to creditors, but creditor has not gone to bank to get the payment, or they have gone after few days. I am taking an example. चेक इशू कर दिया गया क्रेडिटर्स को, बट क्रेडिटर्स बैंक में अभी तक प्रेजेंट करने नहीं गए या 31st मार्च के बाद गए हैं. जैसे कि एग्जांपल आपके सामने है. चेक इशूड टू ए ऑन 31st ऑफ मार्च प्रेजेंटेड फॉर पेमेंट बाय ए इन हिज बैंक ऑन 5th ऑफ अप्रैल 2021. चेक इशू किया गया ए को 31st मार्च को, बट ए ने पेमेंट लेने के लिए उस चेक को प्रेजेंट किया 5th ऑफ अप्रैल को, अपने बैंक को 5 अप्रैल को दिया. नाउ व्हाट विल बी इट्स इंपैक्ट, इसका इंपैक्ट क्या होगा. अकाउंट होल्डर ने जब चेक इशू किया क्रेडिटर को तो उसने बैंक अकाउंट को क्रेडिट कर दिया, बिकॉज ही विल पास एन एंट्री. व्हाट एंट्री ही विल पास, क्या एंट्री डालेगा अकाउंट होल्डर, क्रेडिटर अकाउंट डेबिट टू बैंक. क्रेडिटर अकाउंट को डेबिट करेगा, बैंक को क्रेडिट कर देगा. So he has credited his bank account, but at the same time bank must have debited it if that customer that creditor goes to bank. अगर वो creditor बैंक में चला जाता, पेमेंट ले लेता, तो 31st मार्च से पहले बैंक आपके अकाउंट में से पैसे माइनस कर देता. आपने अपने अकाउंट में से पैसे माइनस कर दिए, बैंक ने आपके अकाउंट में से पैसे माइनस नहीं किए। सो दिस विल बी द रीजन ऑफ डिफरेंस। ये रीजन ऑफ डिफरेंस आपके सामने आ जाएगा। थैंक यू वेरी मच।